Brief garden tour. This is the new garden box with cardboard over the part that needs planting. Brand new tomato plants up front. The large tomato is a thorn burn yellow blush. Behind it is a Roma tomato. The next one, the smallest one, is a Black Beauty. It's going to be an all black tomato. And then up front is going to be a Berkeley tie-dye. They seem to do really well in my garden. They have kind of a tough skin and they don't ripen evenly, but they're survivors here, so I'm going to keep them. I have two types of basil. Basil's doing well, and it keeps the bugs away from my tomatoes. I think it maybe disguises them. Camouflages my tomatoes from the pests. Here's a bucket of potatoes just left over from the grocery store. I'm just going to let those keep growing in that bucket, and then I'm going to dump it out and harvest them hopefully towards the end of summer. It's a yucca plant that has some kind of disease, but it looks like it has some sprouts coming out of it. They look like asparagus. Some more. This is my first box I think I planted in the garden. This has nasturtiums. I like those because the seeds are big and you can eat every part of them. I didn't know that. The flowers, everything. And they taste peppery. Here's two really big thornburn yellow blush tomatoes that have been buried very deeply. They're about 18 inches in the ground. And they look like they're doing really good. Underneath that, some red leaf lettuce, some butter leaf lettuce, and garlic. This huge plant is a cardoon. You can cut the branches off, take the spikes off, and then eat the branches, kind of like a nutty celery. Butter leaf lettuce, more garlic, a dog. This is a tomato. It has a yellow pear over here. Seems to be doing well. And then a sun gold that also seems to be doing well. And the newest addition is a Napa Chardonnay cherry tomato. It's just starting out. Behind that, carrots. Too many carrots planted too close together. Behind that is some beets. The beets have something eating them, like a leaf miner. Beets don't seem to do very well here. They're really disappointing. I need to remember not to put beets there anymore. Here I have kind of a cage set up for, it's going to be for cucumbers. Right now there are some broad beans or fava beans underneath it. They're about ready to be harvested. Rutabagas are down there in the shade. More butter leaf lettuce. Some climbing peas are there. I'm not sure. I've eaten the small ones. They're pretty tasty, but I think they're meant to grow big. But I wish they would climb a little bit more higher. But I'm going to plant some cucumbers down there. Hopefully they'll climb more. This is my last garden box. This has mustard in it. I really like the mustard. The bees like it. It grows really fast. It's tall. You can eat the leaves and the seeds and the flowers. It's spicy, but it's really good. It's a pleasant surprise to put into a salad. This is a Romanesque. It's getting big. Down there is some sprouting purple broccoli and my peppers, the jalapenos. and the shishitos. It looks like the plants have jalapenos on them, and shishitos are just starting out as flowers. These are onions, Walla Walla, and a red Italian type of onion. Here's a bunch of kale. I have 3 different kinds: a frilly kale, a red frilly kale, and then might be another one in there. Not sure. I can't remember. More broad beans in pots. Tomato plant. I think that's a. I can't remember the type of cherry tomato that is. Amethyst cream cherry tomato with some beets that need to be thinned. This is a broad bean with beans on it that I'm going to let get really big, a lot bigger. This is a potato plant. I had 2 potato plants in it. One had the beginnings of a disease, so I had to pull it. And this one also had another tomato plant or potato plant in it, and it had the beginnings of a disease, so I had to pull it, cut it at the base. But the other 2 are doing well. They must be resistant to it. And this one I'm keeping an eye on. Make sure that the disease doesn't start to spread to this one as well. So disease is a blight, a potato blight. Some of them seem to be resistant, and others not so much. They're just grocery store potatoes that I just planted, and my dog is in my garden.